Hey everyone, welcome to Wax Pack Wisdom. I'm Jake T. O'Donnell. Today is a very different edition of Wax Pack Wisdom. First time I've fired up the StreamYard. I've used StreamYard for Pesky Report and other things before, but never for Wax Pack Wisdom. So I wanted to go through the items that were just posted today. Today is July 23rd in this the new summer Robert Edward auction that is going to run through the end, or I believe through August 11th. So I figured I would just do screen share and just go through everything that I think was cool. Not necessarily everything I think is cool, because if I did go through everything I thought was cool, this would probably be a very long video. So instead of that, I kind of tried to pick and choose things that I thought were the most interesting, things that are, I'm not going to probably bid on a lot of these things. Some things I will probably at least consider bidding on. I'm going to watch until we end up until we get to the end. So I kind of split this up into cards and pictures and things like that, and also wax. So we're going to start with the card and card related items, and we'll go from there. So let me share. We've got the overall um, auction right here, and you can kind of see the some of the items that are up for sale, that are up for bid right now. These are like the big ticket items, and they've got a Willie Mays rookie in a PSA 8.5, which the bidding is already almost $250,000. Incredible stuff. Some great high grade Ruths from the American Caramel set, which is one of my favorite sets. Some rare back cards from T206, and a few other. I'm going to get into a couple of these, but like a PSA 9 Nolan Ryan rookie, incredible stuff. So that is some of the cool stuff there. But I wanted to kind of start out with I'm going to kind of just run through all of these tabs. And let me go back to that for a second. So let's run through the things that are interesting. Of the big ticket items, I thought this was awesome. The number 25 PSA set registry near complete set of the T206 set. And you can kind of see here some of the high ticket items in this set. Just incredible. The 4 Cobbs, the 4 Cy Youngs. You see the 2 major, the 2 Walter Johnsons, one of the major, like the portrait Christy Mathewson card there, all in mid grade, just absolutely incredible. And it's the near complete set that's only missing 6 cards. And the 6 cards that are missing are the big 4, which includes, of course, the Honus Wagner, the Honus Wagner T206, the Eddie Plank, which is not as rare as the Honus Wagner, but is like fairly close. And then there's 2 error cards that are part of the big 4. The names are escaping me. And then there's also missing the St. Louis variations of DeMitt and O'Hara, which are 2 of the other 2 rare cards. But you get everything else. And just amazing opportunity for somebody with a lot of money. As you can see, the bid is currently at 120,000 for this, and there's several weeks to go in this auction. But amazing stuff. 74 Hall of Famers, 2 Walter Johnsons, 3 Cy Youngs, some of the rare cards, some scarce backs, 14 polar bears. Like, just once in a lifetime opportunity for somebody to buy the near complete set of the T206s. Another one of the big ticket items that I just wanted to share was this Cracker Jack Joe Jackson. And I mean, this is like an immaculate SGC 2.5 of one of the most famous cards of all time. Had the opportunity to talk about my 1914 Cracker Jack that I just bought, my almost complete Hugh Jennings. But this is just such an iconic, beautiful card. I'm going to just kind of obviously watch and see where this goes to. The bid's at 47,000 now. It's a little too rich for my blood. All right, so let's get into what's in the regular auction. I thought this was one of the coolest pieces. This is one of the oldest pieces. Circa 1960, star baseball club player Ambrotype in case formerly of the Mark Rucker collection. So look at this thing. It is a picture of a ball player. You can kind of see the baseball right there. And this is from 1860. Unbelievable. 6-plate ambrotype of a young player from the Star Baseball Club circa 1860. One of the earliest original baseball photos of any type known. One of only 6 baseball ambrotypes known to exist. And there were ambrotypes are an early form of photography, popular exclusive from 1854 to the mid 1860s. So just really fascinating. And it was the ambrotype was discovered long ago by legendary 19th century photography expert Mark Rucker. And published an article about this very piece in the June 1995 issue of VCBC. So just a really fascinating piece, the type of thing you don't see very often. So I thought that was cool to share. Here is an early days. This is the first item that I'm gonna at least keep an eye on in terms of possibly bidding, and it's an 1895 N300 Mayos cut plug Hugh Duffy card, Hall of Famer Hugh Duffy. One of the great hitters of his era. This would be when he was with Boston, so this would be the National League Boston club. And great picture, great image. This is, I believe these were from. I'm not sure what the Mayos cut plugs were exactly. I think it was. I don't think it wasn't tobacco because it's an N. I'd have to check and see what the N designation means. But it's an authentic altered and just a really cool card of a. I don't have any cards from the 1800s, so just something I'm going to pay a little bit of attention to. This auction has a ton of amazing Ty Cobb cards, and I thought that I wanted to share kind of this one that has the Tiger Stars 1909 Topping and Company postcard of Ty Cobb, 1 of 1, an SGC 6. It's the highest graded version of this postcard with Ty Cobb. At this point, 1909, he's the best player in the American League for sure. He's still only about 22 years old. 1909, they are in the World Series. They lose to the Pirates with Honus Wagner, who I think you could probably fairly argue was the best player in the world at this point. But yeah, the set includes players from the Tigers. It's the only example graded at this level, none higher. So only 10 examples of Cobb have ever been graded by SGC and PSA combined. And it's one of Cobb's most elusive early cards. So there you go. That's a really cool possible addition there. Other Cobbs, I wanted to share this. This is the E95 Philadelphia Caramel. I think this would be a good opportunity to get a lower grade Ty Cobb at probably a much more reasonable price point. It is a 1, as you can see. There's a bunch of marks on the front. Looks like kind of semi paper loss, and the back is pretty clean. Maybe a little bit of that, those sort of white markings there. We've talked about the E95 set on the channel. I have the Matty McIntyre card from the set that I bought from the Harry O'Brien collection. I have an E95 that's currently with SGC that I should be getting back this week. And I had sort of fancied the idea of maybe that I would try to build the E95 set. I don't think I'm going to do that. But this would be an interesting addition and one I'm going to pay attention to. I'm also going to pay attention to some of these other Ty Cobbs. So now we're getting into the T206s that I wanted to show in this. This is like the best looking best presenting one of a Ty Cobb that you'll pretty much ever see. Bat on shoulder with the cool yellow background. Like the front of this card is like perfect. Like this is like at least a 3 or a 4 front on this card. But why did it get the 1? It's because the back looks like it was pasted into a book. And there's quite a bit of paper loss on the back. But again, if you're looking for a T206 Cobb, you could probably do worse than this. It's a beautiful presenting one. And I am going to keep an eye on that, as well as this with the green back or the green portrait. Nice card. with the similarly with this has got the sweet cap roll back. It's got some sort of stains on the back there. Still a pretty nice example of a Ty Cobb and a 1. Some Walter Johnson cards that are in this auction. This is a beat up hands at chest, but it does have the polar bear back. We talked about that with the Johnny Evers card that I got in a Robert Edward auction. So pretty cool, nice card with the polar bear back. One of the best, I think, the best T206 back personally, at least of the sort of slightly more common ones. Here's another Walter Johnson. As you know, I'm not big on the portrait cards in the T206 set, but if I was going to get one, I would probably lean towards this this Walter Johnson card with the hair and the look. I mean, that's such a classic card. Definitely, I'm going to keep an eye on this one. It looks like this one has a tape mark of some kind on the back, or it's probably tape right on the back. So that's why I got the 1. Here's a Christy Mathewson. So there's a couple of interesting Christy Mathewson cards on this. This one doesn't even have any bids on it yet, and I will definitely pay attention. I'm guessing that people might be scared off of bidding on this card because it is a GIA slab, and GIA not really a they're out of business. They don't exist anymore. But hey, if you trust that this is an authentic card, then you might be able to steal this one. The white cap, Christy Mathewson T206, an incredible card. Something that I'm probably going to pay attention to that, as well as this other white cap with the sweet cap rollback, the T206. Another amazing card. Doesn't have any bids on it. Only it's starting bid at 200, so very reasonable to get playing days. Kind of a beat up back there on that Christie. And then speaking of other playing days, Hall of Fame cards of legends that I'm going to pay attention to. Here is the Cy Young card, the one with the hand shows. There's the other card that is with the glove showing. I believe that the back on this one is not too bad, so I'm not totally sure why this one got the 1. Might just be kind of, let's see here. Whoops. Let me get this back. I wonder what that is, if that's some sort of like mark indentation rip or something in the middle of the card, and then some more of that down by. There's like schmutz or something on the card. And then here's the glove showing, and this has got the authentic, I believe, probably because it was it's trimmed. That's what it looks like to me. Those corners are a bit too sharp for a T206, and then that corner is bent there. But this might be one that's worth keeping an eye on, especially with the polar bear back. Nice card. All right, so that's it for the T206s. I wanted to show a few others from this era. This is an amazing card. The turkey red cabinet cards, just some of the most beautiful cards ever made. They have a bunch of these in this auction. This is one of Wahoo Sam Crawford with the whole sort of checklist on the back. Just these cards are so cool. You almost have to like hang them up because they're big like that, but they're just they're amazing. Here's another 1914 Cracker Jacks. I'm surprised this one wasn't in the sort of big the big boy cards at the front. But a 1914 Cracker Jack Honus Wagner, you can't go wrong with this. There were a bunch of really nice bunch of nice Cracker Jack cards in this. This one has the PWCC sticker on it too, which is good. But that's a beautiful card. All right, into a little bit of a little more later era. This is the 1931 W517 Lou Gehrig in an SGC 3. This is a hand cut card and a beautiful image of Lou Gehrig. It's hard to get playing days Lou Gehrig cards. The starting bid of 300 on that is very reasonable. Nothing on the back there, so clean back. But this is it's very hard. Lou Gehrig tends to be one of the most expensive guys to get their cards. So that is that. Here's a card that I am really excited about. And if you were to ask me what's like a card that's like really high on my wish list of cards that I want to buy, I would say the 1934 Diamond Stars Lefty Grove. It is the first card in the Diamond Stars set. And this one is as a PSA 3 example. I love the look of the card. I love the Red Sox jersey on him. I love the yellow background. This is a perfect card, and I feel like it doesn't get enough love, and I really want one. Um, you can see the back here. This says it's got the green back, which I assume is about the color of the lettering on the back. But Lefty Grove is like in his first year with the Red Sox this year in 1934. He's coming off this incredible run with the A's, and um, goes to Boston and continues to cement himself as a top notch big league pitcher. And I love this card, and I really want one. I don't know if it's going to be this one. I would certainly prefer it being SGC graded, and I think the 3 will probably go for richer than my blood. But I'm going to keep an eye on it, and we'll see what happens. But like, this is a card that's at the very top of my want list at the moment. And I'm hoping by the end of the year, one way or another, I will acquire a version of this card. There was a lot of complete sets in this auction, and I wanted to single out this one that I thought was awesome, which is the 1941 double play set. Now, was made by the same company that made the play ball cards, but they were sort of obviously 2 cards in one. There's a couple of Ted Williams cards in this, as you can see. There's the Joe DiMaggio in this. This is from the year, of course, Ted Williams hitting 406. Joe DiMaggio having 56 hits. The consecutive hitting streak. And then you can kind of see the rest of these guys here. A bunch of Hall of Famers here. Ernie Lombardi, Archie Vaughn, Johnny Mize, Joe Cochran, Jimmy Fox, Lefty Gomez, Phil Rizzuto. I think that's a Phil Rizzuto rookie card. Bob Feller, Carl Hubble, Lou Boudreau, Bobby Dorr and Lefty Grove on the same card. Bill Dickey, Joe Gordon, Lloyd Wainer, Red Ruffing, Hank Greenberg, Red Ruffing on the same card. Just amazing stuff. So this is one to keep an eye on. I thought a relatively low starting bid at $500. This is a set that like is a bit maligned because of the dual cards, but really amazing and really cool. There's the backs of all these cards are blank too, so not as prestigious as some of these others. All right. Here's a great card at what I thought was a very reasonable starting point. The 1948 R350 346 Blue Tint Jackie Robinson. This is a Jackie Robinson rookie card that I think is very reasonable at a very reasonable price point. I would call it a rookie card. I don't think they call it a rookie card here, but I don't know why you wouldn't call it a rookie card. 48-49 Leaf Jackie is a rookie card. 49 Bowman is a rookie card. 47 Bond Bread, I think, right? He has some cards from 47. I don't see why you wouldn't call this a rookie card. But it is a gorgeous early example of this. Again, these are cards that they don't have anything on the back. I have a card from this set. It's Harry the Hat Walker. But again, cool opportunity to own a at the very worst, you could just say it's an early Jackie Robinson card. They have a bunch of these 1952 Star Cal decal cards that are up for sale, or I guess they're not cards, they're decals. And this is so it's got the sort of facsimile signature for all of these guys in the front, but this is the Ted Williams one, easy to apply with water. I'm guessing so. Maybe this is like a rub, like a tattoo. But the thing that makes this interesting, like it says, it's signed because it's signed on the back by Ted Williams. So it's a decal. So you use on mirrors, walls, lunch boxes, books. So basically, you could just you put this on and easy to apply, dip in warm water, slide face up onto the surface, smooth with a cloth. Chicago made these Star Cals, and yeah, this one was signed by Ted Williams. So this is a really cool piece. Not too expensive right now. The starting bid was $200, and that's where the bid is at right now. All right, 52 Mickey Mantle. You know this card. Authentic altered. I'm guessing it's trimmed. I'm guessing there's some trimming involved. That's the only reason I can think why. Encapsulated as authentic by PSA due to being trimmed along multiple edges and color added. So there you go. This, the bid's at 7,000 right now. This would be maybe a kind of affordable way to buy a 52 Mantle. quote unquote affordable. Let's see where the bidding ends up. It's a gorgeous card. You may not get that much of a discount. And I think I can almost tell, like maybe some color was added in the hat. Is that why? Is that what that looks like? Anyway. 53 American Card Catalog by Jefferson Burdick. It is hard to come across original versions of this book, but this is the book that the the number, the letter and number designations for cards came from. The T206, like all this stuff. This is a sacred text of the hobby. First serious attempt to document and categorize cards for collectors. He died in 1963 within months of completing his lifelong project, and his collection is permanently housed at one of the most famous collections at the Met. Presents beautifully. Technically, there's some creasing here, but it's hard to come across like original editions of this book. And I would love to own a copy of it, but we'll see. Here's a couple of cool non-card things near the end of this year. 1953 Topps store window display with Bob Feller. Look at that. How beautiful is that from 1953? Printed on thin paper stock. It was kind of the store display. So that's cool. And then this one, the last of the sort of in the card area. And then we're going to get into some wax in a second here. 1959 Topps advertising counter display. You know how I feel about the 59 Topps set. They put this on the counter, and you can kind of see the back here with the stand. This display advertises the 59 Topps set. You can see the the rubber bands. That kind of breaks my heart, but the Nellie Fox nonetheless. The bazooka gum that came with it. Distributed by Topps exclusively to store owners for display on candy counters. A large image of a baseball appears in the center with 3 pieces of chewing gum from Bazooka. Company address on heavy cardboard, complete with the original easel back. This is wicked cool, and I'm definitely going to try to pay attention to this. So, all right. So let me. I'm going to stop sharing there for a second. I'm going to share the page that has all of the wax stuff on it, and there is some real interesting stuff in the wax that is available. So let me share. Let me share this. All right, the first 2 are just like mind blowing. Okay, 1953 Topps unopened cello pack in a PSA 5 with Harry Bird on the front and Davy Williams on the reverse. Look at this thing. I mean, you never see this. It's a miracle that any packs of cards from more than 70 years ago still exist in their original unopened state, and they are, of course, very rare. And this is one of the few survivors from the glory days of baseball cards in the early 50s. This is without a doubt one of the most impressive unopened packs we have ever had the privilege of offering. Unbelievable. So I was thinking about this. If you look at this, it says 131 and 120 are in this. So I opened up Cardboard Connection and I looked at looks like maybe this would be a Series 2 cello pack. Okay. So who's in Series 2? 85 to 165. Well, there's some interesting names, but there are no names that I'm like, I would have to crack this and open it. Like there's Yogi Berra, there's Hank Sauer, there's Phil Rizzuto, there's Dick Williams, who's in the Hall of Fame. We just talked about him on 59 Topps Friday. Al Rosen, George Kell, Hall of Famer. We can scroll back up. Allie Reynolds, the Super Chief. Warren Spahn, Hall of Famer. Dom DiMaggio, Hoyt Wilhelm, Hall of Famer. Dick Grote. Johnny Logan, Jim Rivera, rookie cards. Not like huge names. Ted Klaczewski is a good one. So I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is I don't know that I would, if I bought this, I don't know that I would open it. I'd probably just keep it. Starting bid's $10,000 and somebody has already bid $10,000 on it. Amazing. Amazing stuff. The cards look like they're in. Look at the card. The card looks like they're in incredible condition too. So there you go. Extremely rare 1955 Topps unopened cello pack. Possible rookie cards of Sandy Koufax and Harmon Killebrew. It's a PSA 6 on the cello pack of 1955 Topps, featuring Charlie White 103 on the front and 138 Ray Herbert on the reverse. Being from the low number series, it's possible this pack includes the rookie cards of Sandy Koufax and or Harmon Killebrew, because those cards are back to back on the set. There's I believe Koufax is 123 and Killebrew is 124. But like, look at this. It's just unbelievable that these cello packs lasted this long. Absolutely unbelievable. Again, would you open it? See, that's a bigger question if you would open this one. Would you open this pack and hope that maybe you could pull Sandy Koufax or Harmon Killebrew? Hard to say. 54 possible rookie cards of Hank Aaron, Ernie Banks, and Al Kaline. This is the third series. 54 Topps cello pack. They're particularly rare. Only the sixth example we've offered in the past 20 years. Top card is Jim Lemon. Dean Stone appears on the back. Being from the third series, it's possible this card includes the rookie cards of Hank Aaron, Ernie Banks, or Al Kaline. I mean, I am floored that this exists. Would you open it? 5,000. I feel like that's not that high of a bid. Not that I'm going to bid on it, but this is amazing. 51 Topps Redbacks unopened 1 cent cello pack. This, I think, or 1 cent wax pack. This probably only has one card in it, but would be cool nonetheless, and probably not that expensive. 63 Topps. You know that I've built most of the 63 set, and we'll see how long I hang on to that. But 1 cent 63 Topps cello pack. I would buy it just for the wrapper, honestly, because who knows? Because the card in there, could it be a Pete Rose rookie? Maybe. Doubtful though. But it would be kind of cool. Here's a 57 Topps second series unopened cello pack, PSA 6. Possible you could get the mantle in this. Again, would you open it? Let me know in the comments if you would open these. 61 second series unopened cello packs. Could get Brooks Robinson, Ron Santo rookie, Billy Williams rookie, Roger Maris from the year that he hit 61 home runs. He wins the MVP in 1960 and it gets #1 card in the set and then hits 61 homers that year. That would be a fascinating one to open too, because you just never know. I mean, the centering, look at the Joe Pignatano card on the front. The centering is really good on that. Would the rest of the cards in there have as good centering? Maybe. 63 Fleer unopened pack with the Roberto Clemente on the back. And one of the cool things with this set is that they actually do call him Roberto Clemente on the card. Notice trading cards with cookie on this. The 63 Fleer packs came with a cookie, and I can kind of see the cookie crumbs in here. The cookies tasted like death, from what I know. This is rare, and if you can pull the checklist in this, if that's possible, that is worth a lot. I love the 63 Fleer set. Great set. Underrated. Here's a 67 Topps unopened 5 cent wax pack in a 9. Amazing. One of only 5 examples of this lofty at this lofty level. Again, would you crack it and open it? It's hard to say. It doesn't say what series this is. I'm gonna guess it's not the high number series, so you wouldn't get the Carew or you wouldn't get the Seaver, but interesting nonetheless. 72 unopened wax pack, always cool. That's a more affordable price point on that. Then there's some interesting boxes in this. 75 Topps unopened cello box. You could pull so many Hall of Fame rookie cards out of this. Brett, Yount, Jim Rice, Gary Carter. Amazing. Plus a bunch of other stars early in their careers. That's a great one. 78 Topps Unopened Cello box, 24 packs. Again, how many Hall of Fame rookies could you pull out of this? Between Alan Trammell, Paul Molitor, Jack Morris, and Eddie Murray, of course. Here's a 1978. Speaking of that, original unopened rack case. 3 boxes of 78 Topps in this. Ugh, unbelievable. Bidding's already at almost $6,000 on this. 79 Topps original cello case with 15 unopened boxes. All the Ozzie Smith rookie cards you could ever want in your life. It's a cool one. 1980 Topps unopened wax box, 36 packs. See how many Ricky Henderson rookie cards you could get in this. Could you pull a PSA 10? Certainly pay for the whole box. 1983 Topps Michigan Test. So Michigan Test boxes are identical to the regular sized 83 Topps wax boxes, except for the cards being housed in foil packs instead of the standard wax packs. And so, yeah, you could open this up and you could get your Tony Gwynn rookies, your Wade Boggs rookies, your Ryan Sandberg rookies, second year Cal Ripken, other good ones there. This is the last baseball one, and it's a modern one. 2018 Topps Chrome factory sealed unopened jumbo box where you could pull Ohtani and Ronald Acuna Jr. rookies. It's a good one. Last two are not baseball related. I just wanted to pull some packs, show some packs here. 52 Bowman small football unopened one set wax pack with Lou the Toe Groza on the top. That's cool. That's beautiful. That might be the only card in there. It's hard to say. Last one, 86 Fleer unopened basketball pack. Get that Jordan rookie. Might be fun to open one of these packs on the channel at some point. We'll see about that. All right. So that's it. It's been a long video. I wanted to get through everything and show you. Let me know what you think. What did you think about those things? Is there anything in there that you would consider bidding on? Anything that you thought was cool? Anything if you go through the auction and you think is cooler than that? Anything that I showed? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. So that's going to do it for this edition of Wax Pack Wisdom. Leave us a comment. Please like, subscribe to our channel. Check out where to follow us on social media below. If you enjoyed this content, we would appreciate it if you check out the list of nonprofits and charities. We would really appreciate it if you would support one of them. Thanks to everybody for watching. Shout out to everybody that's at the National. It hasn't even started yet, and I already have FOMO, but I'm going to be very jealous to see everybody's pickups. But hope everybody has a great, safe time out there. And we'll see you next time on Wax Pack Wisdom. We'll be back, hopefully, SGC reveal at some point here. Maybe not this week. 59 Topps Friday coming up on Friday. Hopefully we have some cool stuff in the mail coming too. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Wax Pack Wisdom. Take care.